Welcome to round number 3, and we've won a die roll. So we're going to play first. One land hand, but it's got a lot of playable spells and a preordain. I think we can actually keep this. So I'm not going to mulligan. Going to wish the opponent good luck. I think this is keepable. He goes to 6, goes to 5. That's a good sign. We might goes to 4. We might actually be able to go and win another game 1. That would be fantastic, but we'll have to see. Plains, well, I don't know if it's a good sign or a bad sign. I guess it's kind of neutral. We won't reveal. I think I'm going to play Delver and Preordain so that we can flip them both. We could leave up Counterspell, but I think it's I think it's more worth it to flip both of these guys. So what we'll do is we'll put Truth on top and put Spire Golem on top of that and flip. That seems good. Alright, so we got 6 power in the air next turn. He's not likely to have a 2 power flyer, though he could have Suture Priest, that's fine. So he's definitely, mono white weenie. And we're going to start hitting him for 6 with Counterspell back. So that is pretty insane. Like, that is very good. We also have this Piracy Charm, so we have the option of charming away his Suture Priest, or just countering what he plays. In fact, we have 2 counterspells here. So we are looking very good. If it's a Squadron Hawk, it's getting countered. If it's a Razor Golem, probably getting countered. Pretty much anything. Wow, he doesn't have another play. He's just going to attack. We'll take it. Still going to wait and see what he has before we decide to charm. So at this stage, we attack him next turn. He goes to 7. What could he have in hand that he can't play right now? Maybe it's like an Unmake, or it could be Prismatic Strands. So we're gonna untap. I'm gonna leave up this this counterspell. Looks like he might be trying to resolve 2 spells next turn also, so we have to think about that. Now this could be Prismatic Strands. Oh, it's an Unmake. I think we can let that resolve. We're not in a race, It's not imperative that we take him down in the next 2 turns as opposed to the next whatever turns. Benevolent Bodyguard, I guess, is alright. It's going to gain him a life, though. I think Bodyguard's okay. What is the last card? We just want to protect against the last card, whatever that may be. We could also just hit the Suture Priest. Let's go ahead and let that resolve. He's got to deal with Delver. That is job 1. And that's obviously getting countered. There's no way we're letting that go. So we're still very much in a good spot. I think, in my opinion. And here we can attack and just protect the Delver. I really don't see any reason to play the Spire Golem yet. We also can Knowledge next turn, so he's got 3 turns to deal with this. Bone Splitter is probably fine here. We can race this. So do we want to cast Piracy Charm? Don't really have to. We can use it on our own creature in 2 turns from now. So let's go ahead and take 4. Really not a big deal. We draw another one. That's pretty sick. Let's attack. I'm probably going to draw 2 cards with the Knowledge. I don't really see a reason not to. And yeah, we don't need to reveal any of this because we have Piracy Charm. Pretty much just to win the game next turn. as long as he doesn't have prismatic strands. And he doesn't. And we want to counter this because the piracy charm is going to hit for 5 exactly. So we're just going to go ahead and counter this and take 4, and then we're going to win. So we're lucky that we take game 1. Otherwise, you know, we may have been in more trouble. I mean, he did go to mulligan to 4, so that's actually pretty impressive. And yeah, we take another game 1. So we are actually 1 game away from breaking this curse here. I don't know if it's going to happen, but we got to at least try. So if I remember correctly, last time we took out Deprive, we took out Dispel, even though he is playing Unmake. I think we took out Deep Analysis also. Fairly certain. We brought in this. I think we brought in these and Serrated Arrows. And I want to say we took out 1 counterspell and brought in another Echoing Truth. I think I'm fine with that, particularly on the draw. I don't think counterspell is very good on the draw at all. So maybe we bring in another Echoing Truth as opposed to something like Relic of Progenitus. I think we want to keep it like this. There are a lot of spells we do want to counter, and the Relic would hit a Prismatic Strands or a Loyal Cathar, but I think this is going to be pretty solid, about as solid as we want to get. I don't see us wanting multiple Echoing Truths in every game, so only in certain board states. So this hand's pretty nice, it's just slow. I think it's actually keepable on the draw. Could be very tough for him to beat double Spire Golem and Serrated Arrows. So I'm not going to mulligan. It is a little slow. If he's got a particularly fast draw, we're not a huge fan of this hand. But as long as that's not a Javelineer, well, even Javelineer doesn't really do too much. This is actually worse for us than Javelineer. So we'll take the 1. We're not going to cast Piracy Charm. If he's got something like Suture Priest, we'll go ahead and charm it just to save up mana and slow him down long enough for Spire Golem to really work. Squadron Hawk, little unfortunate, but Spire Golem does a pretty good job against him. We could also have Piracy Charmed him in response, but I didn't think to do that, to be honest, and I don't think it would have been a great play either. Now we got double Piracy Charm. I think we're just going to hold off on casting any of that. And next turn we're going to go for the Spire Golem. He's got another Doomed Traveler. So we may actually just want to Piracy Charm a couple guys here to save us some time. So, I mean, the only way we're well, we could actually do Echoing Truth his Doomed Travelers at the EOT. I think I'd rather do it. So, turn 3 we're playing Spire Golem. Turn 4 we're probably playing Spire Golem or something else. So I think I actually just want to Piracy Charm a guy, even though it's not great value. Let's go ahead and charm away the Squadron Hawk. Even though we want to eventually... Let's do it. These charms aren't going to get much better here, and we just need to buy time so that he's not swarming us. So even if he plays another Squadron Hawk, we're going to go ahead and charm that as well. And we also have Serrated Arrows, but I just feel like this is going to be a little bit better in terms of buying us time. So yeah, let's just slam this down. He's probably got removal for it. His hand is 2 Hawks and 3 Unknowns. but we don't really have any permission here to make any other play, in my opinion. Skyfisher's going to bounce a land. We have Curse of Chains for it. We have Serrated Arrows for it. I'm a little hesitant to play one or the other. There's the Journey. Alright, cool. So now we know that we can make some kind of play with Echoing Truth if we see fit. So his hand's 2 Hawks, 2 Unknowns. We may want to curse this Skyfisher. We got another Echoing Truth. We may just want to play another Spire Golem. Then if he has another removal, we can bounce both and kill some guys. Yeah, I think we're gonna play the Spire Golem as opposed to the Curse of Chains. We might want to use Curse of Chains on a Guardian. We do have arrows, but we're not able to cast it yet. But the board is becoming a little more complicated, in case you didn't know. Loyal Cathar. That's a card worth cursing. But actually, it's actually just worth blocking, I think. So, between blocking the Skyfisher and killing a Traveler, I think I'm going to kill a Traveler. We can also set it up. We're going to block this next turn. We have Serrated Arrows. We also set it up. We can set this up so that we can Echoing Truth away those tokens. Well, he's got another 1-drop. Sunlance. Oh, man. Okay. Well, this is getting pretty ugly. I guess we're going to have to preordain. Try and find a land, first of all. We've got Curse, and Una's Gate Warden is actually pretty nice. I don't think we want both of these cards. Actually, maybe we do. We curse the Skyfisher. Next turn we play Gate Warden Curse. It's not terrible, it just keeps us off of a land. I guess we're going to do it. We're going to take 4 and go to 9. This is going to be our plan, though. And just, he doesn't appear to have... We're going to curse Skyfisher. He doesn't appear to have... Enchantment, Artifact, Hate, because I think he would have used it against the other creatures that we had, so I guess it was better that we blocked the Doom Traveler as opposed to the Skyfisher. Okay, so he's down to 1 unknown card, but his board is still looking okay. The thing is, once we get Gate Warden, we're looking a lot better. Or, you know, whatever. So he's got... Okay, he's coming in. So we can block Doom Traveler, Echoing Truth the tokens away. That leaves us with 2 Squadron Hawks to deal with. We may actually stabilize, it just depends what we draw from here on out. And he leaves up 2 mana. I'm really unsure what that's about. I mean, it could be he just doesn't want to get echoing. Or, I mean, what can he have that's reactive here? I'm not really sure. Could be like Shelter. I'm gonna just roll with the punches here and see if we can't get a blocker out. I am gonna block the Doom Traveler, I think. We're at 9 at this point. We kind of just want to 1-for-1 as much as possible. I don't actually think he had anything there. I mean, going to 6 is not the end of the world, especially if we end up drawing a Serrated Arrows. Holy Light. Okay. You know, it's interesting because these cards get boarded in against us, and I don't think they're actually particularly good against us, but they just happen to appear in situations that they end up actually being good. But this is really mitigating the amount of damage we're taking so far. If we hit a land, I'm pretty happy. Which we're kind of due to hit a land at this point. And there it is, ladies and gents. So what we're going to do here is arrows the Traveler. We're going to go to 4. Then we're going to arrow a Hawk. Next turn, go to 3. And Echoing Truth, the Spirit tokens. And we've got the board stabilized. I mean, he's liable to draw any number of things from here that would be pretty good. So we're definitely going to arrows that Doom Traveler. Yeah, let's just do it. I mean, I'm trying to think what he could draw, but there's so many things he could draw that would make it tough for us to win anyway, that I don't want to waste brain power thinking on all of the possibilities. I mean, any type of core Skyfisher just bounces away. Okay, well that's good. So we're gonna go to probably 3. He might have a Loyal Cathar. Nope, he's just sitting. And I'm gonna play this Delver and pass. He might actually have another removal spell, and that was his last Hawk. Correct? Yeah. Okay, so those early Piracy Charms may actually be a good move. May have actually been beneficial for us. So we're bouncing these Traveler tokens and shooting a Hawk down. We may even Echoing Truth our own serrated arrows. And if this is Sunlance, we're not going to bounce. Okay, that's fine. So here's a question. We shoot a Hawk now, we shoot the Javelineer on our turn, I suppose. Alright, well I've got the answer to my question. We're going to shoot the foil one just to be extra spiteful. And I don't know what his last card is, or his last 2 cards, but it seems like he's been holding up something for 2 mana, and I can't figure out what it was, unless he's just holding back. Now it looks like he actually wants to defend against Delver, which I think would be just a huge mistake, because we are at 4 for one thing. So we're going to shoot you, truth your tokens, and take 1. Then hopefully we have a 3/2 to block, and we can just shoot the Javelineer and bounce back our serrated arrows. Holy light. Okay, that resolves. Alright, so we're still not out of the woods. We're in a pretty dangerous portion of the woods. Well, there's no real reason to shoot the Javelineer other than we're guaranteed to. What we can also do is bounce the Journey to block and quicksand this, but I think I'd rather get the arrows back. So we're going to go to 2. We're going to leave the quicksand for somebody else. Yeah, stopping Javelineer protects more things, I think, overall. Another Delver, another Gate Warden. Protects our life total. So it looks like we're gonna go to 2, and we're gonna end up bouncing the serrated arrows, but that may actually be enough to win. He really hasn't drawn anything substantial in a while. Like, he's drawn Holy Lights and Squadron and played Squadron Hawks, but it's gonna be really dangerous if he has another Skyfisher or something. Doom Traveler is fine. I mean, we could bounce the Journey here, but I don't think that's very good. I think it's just better to bounce the serrated arrows. So the last card may be another Holy Light. So we're going to go to 2, and then we're actually going to go to something like 1 because of this Doom Traveler. Well, actually we have the Quicksand. So I guess we don't straight up go to 1. We stay at 2. Just depends what we draw. Another Delver. I mean, I'd like to play it, but I don't know that I want to go to 1. It's my concern. I guess that's not that big of a concern, though. If it flips, it does so much more for us. I mean, going for 1 is not good. Trust me. But I still see the benefit of playing Delver here. And he may have another Holy Light. We're going to 1 no matter what we do. I mean, we could block the Traveler, but I think just going to 1 is going to be better. Sun Lance. Yep, that's going to resolve. And we're going to have to use these arrows to deal with these goofs. Hopefully he doesn't have another threat, but he might. Arrows and Quickstand still pretty much keeps us alive against anything, as far as I can tell. So I'm just waiting. I don't see why you wouldn't attack. Maybe he's just, I don't know what's going on here. I think I'm still connected. Yeah, okay. Just checking. Man, this has been tough. Look at all the spells we've used against him, and he's still really threatening for a lot. I think what we need to draw is another Spire Golem, but I don't know if that's going to happen. We've lost 2 of them already. But we'll see. I'm actually probably going to hold whatever lands we draw from here for Una's Grace. We don't really need them for much else as far as I can tell. Unless it's a Quicksand, of course. I mean, him drawing a Core Skyfisher would be just catastrophic, because then he gets 3 creatures back. So it's pretty scary to think about. Okay, here we go. Here comes the attack. We're going to 1. Unless he has Guardian's Pledge, then we're just going to death. Alright, and now we're still in this. And there we go. We may have stabilized here. But we're going to need even more to win the game, because we never know when we're safe. This actually might be Unmake. Man, he's just playing total creature control. This is unbelievable. So, you know, I don't think I want to use the Quicksand, but I might do it. This is just our first serrated arrows, right? He's more likely to have like another one of these. I think we're going to use the arrow, because we can draw a bounce for it. We can draw another blocker. He has no creature, thank goodness. And it's just a land. So we're going to hold it. We're unfortunately going to lose the serrated arrows. I think on the play I want the 4th counter spell. I think I do. Because this game is going to be pretty tough. We need him to flood out like crazy. And maybe he is. Okay. Well, there goes the serrated arrows. Now we have Preordain. That's pretty nice. How about a counterspell? Piracy Charm. Yeah, it might be something we want to play against an attacker. We basically need as much removal as possible. And of course Skyfisher at any point just kills us. He drew something, he just doesn't know if he wants to play into a counter. So he's going to wait, which is good for us. We could make him discard, but we're not going to. I don't think that's worthwhile. Maybe now we'll... Okay, never mind. So yeah, we're just going to hold. Once he finds out the jig is up, we're pretty much in deep water. Okay, well, we're going to hold again. I don't think we make him discard. I don't think we do. We want to draw into something. Oh boy. This is getting bad. This is getting bad. Here we go. Do we want to charm him while that's on the stack? I don't think so. I think we want to use this as a removal spell. Oh, which one of us is going to break out first? Let it be me! Alright. That's what I like to see. I feel a little better about charming him now. Actually, no. We're gonna stick with the plan. This is a removal spell. It is a removal spell. If he plays another Loyal Cathar, we have a way to kill it. So this is what that is. A flyer, we're gonna have to counter. Man, this is a crazy bit of Javelinier's fine because we can kill that. Which would not have been the case previously. Come on, give me something. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. I'm actually pretty happy to see that. But we still need to draw or something. We don't even have an accumulated knowledge in the yard yet. Okay, he's going for it. If it's Guardian, we're countering. Yeah, that's definitely getting countered. Counter target spell. Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. Okay, I'm feeling a little better now. Feeling a little better now. But we still need to, I mean, we don't have a lot of win conditions. That's part of the problem here. And we got to be a little wary of Holy Light, number 3. We can actually deal with that, but I'd feel better just not having it on the table. So he may have something better, but the way he's been playing, I feel like he doesn't. He's probably just been sandbagging a core Skyfisher for forever. And then we really, yeah. I don't think we have any outs, but let's go ahead and maybe we do. I can't think of any. See, core Skyfisher's back. This core Skyfisher. Then he plays it, bounces that. Yeah, so we're going to have to just try and win one on the play. I don't really see us getting out of this. And we can quicksand you, ping you. We have to ping this now, I'm guessing. Yeah, so what we could draw is another curse. And we'd be alive. So let's try and draw into that. Do we have any more in the deck? Yeah, that's only 2, so... Oh, baby! Alright, so we are not dead yet. I'm going to play the land because we're actually going to lose a land in a second. Well, we're not dead yet. That's all I can really say. We've stabilized at 1. Or not really stabilized, but we're just head above water at this point. So we shrink that down. And we take 0. And he passes, so... I mean, I don't know. That's a good one. I know he's got removal, though. I think we're just going to have to cast it, though. And what do? Do you leave up the arrows, or do you block? Or, sorry, do you use the arrows, or do you block? I think we block, because Javelinier number 3 kills us without the arrows. So I think we actually block with the Gate Warden. Unless he kills it, which he's probably going to do, because he boarded in 15 million removal spells. So he's debating. I mean, he might even have a Bone Splitter, which would make this pretty tough to figure out how to do it. Journey to Nowhere. Okay. I mean, we could shoot our own guy, but that actually will just kill us, so... I mean, another Echoing Truth would really blow him out if he has some other play. I mean, we're giving it all we've got here. We haven't drawn a single AK. This is a disgrace. Yep. There goes arrows number 2. And this game's over. We've got no action. I mean, the good thing is he's running out of time on his clock. More so than we are, which is pretty wild. And we're going to pass. We're completely flooded. He's kind of flooded too. I mean, we've pretty much drawn the same amount of cards or lands in this game. He's deciding if he wants to cast something, but he ends up not. Piracy Charm. Okay. Gonna save it. Javelineer kills us, so making him discard right now. Don't know if that's a good play. Oh, man. He's going to use it to save the Core Skyfisher. That's the worst. Is he just going to do it right now? Hopefully he doesn't know. But how could he not know? I mean, he probably knows. Well, we're going to charm now. Hopefully he doesn't know what he's doing. Oh, he does. Well, this could be it. This could be it. We have to draw out of this. What is it? It's a land. Oh, man. Game over. We have to go to game 3. The curse is catching up with us. This is insane. Alright, well that's it. I think we want to go up to 4 counterspell on the play. The Echoing Truth was nice, but wasn't insane. In fact, the Gate Warden was getting hit by Holy Light, which was kind of bad. But I'd rather make him keep in Holy Light for those instances. We'll make sure not to play multiple Gate Wardens. But I think this is going to be our best shot. So let's just do it. No looking back. Let's go. We got to break the curse right now. Immediately. It's imperative. Gate Warden was actually very underwhelming in this matchup so far. In our experience. This is being the second match we've done with it. We got a lot of creature hate. It's just... we don't have a lot of threats, and he's taking advantage of that. So we know he's got Sanctifiers. Man, I almost want the Deprive also on the play. Maybe I cut a Gate Warden for Deprive. There's so many things we need him to not resolve, but I think the Gate Warden is just going to be a little better. Man, even when we chose to Piracy Charm multiple Hawks, we still went down to 1. His deck is so threat dense, and the big version of White Weenie as opposed to the smaller War Falcon version is harder to beat, just because it has Bodyguard, it has Guardian, it has Razor Golem. That's really hard to beat. All right, we're gonna play first, and we're gonna execute. Turn 1 Delver, turn 2 Counterspell. This is the dream hand, so we're not gonna mulligan. If this can flip. If we can untap with this, we protect against the Sunlance. And that's pretty much all we need to protect against. Well, I guess that's not actually accurate. we can facilitate a race that would be pretty hard. But it looks like he's got something. Javelineer. Alright, we need you to flip, buddy. We need you to flip, my friend. Yes! Alright. Fate is on our side here. The gods have sided with us. I don't know why, but it appears that they have. So we can definitely race for the time being. Doomed Traveler. Do I want to let it resolve? I think I do. Right now we can race that. Plus arrows eats up all these creatures. Somewhat. Alright. Land is nice. Piracy Charm is very nice. Let's attack you. We could charm it now, but I want to leave up the option to Una's Grace and try and get that land. Cathar, we're going to counter. And since we are going to counter, we're just going to Piracy Charm this guy. You know what? Maybe we save it to stop a blocker. No, we're going to hit... We're going to hit an arrows very soon, so we might as well. And he missed a land, so that might give us enough time to really bring the pain. Now, he's probably got a journey, but I think it's time to just... I'm feeling there's blood in the water, so it's time to just put the vice grip on and try and take this down. This might be the first, you guys may be witnessing the first ever control deck cash out that I've ever had. He's got hawks, we can't count our chickens, but what we need is to hit arrows, and then I don't think we lose, especially with him missing these lands. We don't block, we definitely just take that. We can even attack into this if we don't, even if we don't draw the land, which we do. Yeah, we're just going to shoot it down. He's very close to being taken out, so. Next turn he can only play one flyer, even if he draws a land, so. I definitely sense blood in the water. I'm becoming a little too aggressive, but he's very close to losing. Unmake. Yeah, that's going to happen. Alright, so now we have to change our whole mindset, because now the game's different. However, I still think we can AK main phase and draw 2 cards. Piracy Charm, Echoing Truth. Pretty good stuff. Let's go ahead and just attack. We're winning the race. There's a few things we need to be worried about, but Squadron Hawk isn't one of them, especially with serrated arrows on deck. What is this? Not another unmake. Come on. Something else. Alright. That is something that we do not fear. Yep, we take the 1. Put him on 1 turn. I don't know. I shouldn't be this aggressive, to be honest. But I think we're actually good, especially playing a second one. He has to have exactly Dust to Dust. Or maybe he was representing Dust to Dust last turn. I shouldn't have just played into that. But it's this is better against every other possibility, so even if he Dust to Dust, the rest of our hand is still okay. If it was Dust to Dust, he wouldn't be tanking this hard. He would have to play Dust to Dust, so it can't be Dust to Dust unless he's slow rolling. We may just have this. It's on 7 cards. Maybe he's got a Skyfisher. Does that do anything? I don't think so. Okay, he's going to attack. Maybe he's just trying to force us to use an arrows. I'm not going to do it. Oh! Yeah, he's attacking. I don't know. I think playing around Dust to Dust is probably not correct. Maybe he wants us to block. We're not blocking. Not doing any of that. So maybe he has Sunlance. I don't really know. If this is Dust to Dust, it's the slowest slow roll of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, we've just broken the curse. I knew we could do it. We broke the control deck curse. We're cashing out. We're 3-0 currently. We're going to be going for a 4-0. But this is the first time we've ever cashed out with a control deck. I'm pretty happy to say that, and I hope you guys enjoy. We'll see you for the next round.